Welcome to the latest edition of the BullHorn. Howard, how you doing?
Awesome. Paulie.
Good. Paulie, you gotta love it, yes. Anyway, let's talk exchanges. All these mergers going on. Are we inevitably heading to a world where one day we're going to have the Hong Kong Deutsche Börse, New York Stock Exchange, Chicago Mercantile, Nasdaq?
We're not there yet.
Not there yet, I know. Amazingly, there is more than one exchange.
Thought we had a bad connection. That was my Skype trick. So, American markets are not the center of the world anymore. I saw Schumpeter, the New York guy, didn't wanted to have the Deutsche Bank name behind the New York Stock Exchange name. Who cares? Okay, this is a technological business. This is a revolution. They're after our derivatives business. We should diversify across other markets. This is bullish, otherwise the stocks wouldn't be going up. The CME took it on the chin based on this news. But on the stock Twitch stream, people are interested in the CME, which has the best margins in the business.
Definitely. No, there's a lot of chatter about whether or not maybe CME and Nasdaq merge. But let's move on to another area that somewhat strangely is a hot momentum sector. Hotels. Marriott, decent earnings. They're also spinning off their timeshare business. Wyndham Worldwide was a top S&P 500 stock on Tuesday. What's the bull case on hotels, in your opinion?
Well, the bull case hotel is software. After a 9/11, hotel stocks were killed, and it made sense. Fundamentally, people aren't going to travel. Since that time, we've had a couple hiccups, but these companies using, the Pricelines of the world and Hotels.com have figured out a way to move and fill their inventory, which allows them to price better, to buy goods and services better for their guests, and really kind of streamline cash flow.
You talk about Priceline. I think that's an interesting point. That stock keeps going higher and higher. I joke often on Stock Twitch, don't short the Shat. William Shatner is just a...
The Shat is unstoppable.
The Priceline negotiator. He's so hilarious. But in all seriousness, would you rather try and play a recovering corporate travel and even leisure travel trend through something like a Priceline as opposed to a Marriott or a Hyatt, it sounds like?
You're asking the great question. For me, and I think for every individual investor, I think you want to take the economy out of your investments if you're a small investor and just find the fastest growing companies. And so, again, as much as I understand the hotel business and the cyclical nature of the economy, I always, no matter what, want to be in companies that are growing the fastest.
Good point. With that in mind, one final question quickly. Dell, not a company growing the fastest, but investors excited about their earnings on Tuesday after the bell. Is it a growth stock again, or is it a case of, as our friend Josh Brown, the reform broker, pointed out, zero expectations? So how could they not beat them?
I think we're in a gaming part of the market here right now where everybody's winning because there's money flowing into the market, out of bonds and into stocks, out of foreign currencies into American stock. But Apple is the place to play right now. Dr. Dre and Apple, the world, the country is in this cultural, creative boom from new media, and you want to stick with the leaders. They're bringing out the new products. Got to get yourself some Dr. Dre's. Got to get them.
A boy can dream. How cool would it be?
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
How cool would it be
now
if we got
I can.
Dr. Dre on the BullHorn? No disrespect to Eric Jackson when we had him a few weeks ago. That was great. But you, me, Dr. Dre, we probably need a new theme song, right? Should we pay for the rights for a Dr. Dre song or something like that?
I think The Cave by, what is the name
Mumford
of that
and
brand?
Sons.
Mumford & Sons would be a good song for us because we're in the cave. We're using profits to buy goods that drive the economy. These are my cloud profits are putting me into a cocoon inside my cave. You see what I went there? Three songs in one.
That was brilliant. You got to love it. And hey, Mumford & Sons did not win Best New Artist of the Grammys.
CBS rocked the house too. It was a hell of a Grammys. They just basically put on a show without awards, and they killed it. It was a great show.
Well, our next Stock Twitch will have you coming out of an egg like Lady Gaga.